Welcome to episode 1 of a new show I'm doing called Swole Sainthood. It's corny, I know, but I wanted the opportunity to chat with other guys who are really making moves in the Catholic space or who have really awesome and powerful stories. And for some of the coolest guys I know, there is nowhere that feels more comfortable than in the gym. So this is a show where I jump into someone's workout and we talk about business, faith, theology, politics, but most importantly, their walk with Christ. And who better to have on the first episode than Jarrell? Joe is the #1 fitness coach for Catholic men and the founder of Based and Built. This workout physically broke me. But regardless, I have another one of these episodes already in the pipeline scheduled to come out in a few weeks, so if you like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe. So how long have you been working out? Because these are huge.
Yeah, I'm down 30 pounds also.
What?
Yeah, so I was 245 pounds competition weight.
Okay.
But it's exhausting to be at that level.
Understandable.
So I'm down 220 right now.
Oh, geez.
So why don't we start with,
what are you hitting?
We'll do shoulder flies.
Okay.
So we'll do this, for
So
15.
I saw you make a video about that and I added it right into my set, like
Perfect.
that next
Yes,
day. So let's
exactly.
go. Okay.
So we'll do this.
Cool.
And then what you'll do after 15 reps.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do this to start, which is
Okay.
gonna hit the front delt.
Yep.
And then we'll stop and we'll do it like that.
Sweet.
So
Let's do
pretty
it.
straightforward.
I like it. Oh, I should take my ring off.
So I would say start with like 15s or 20s, or
Okay.
if you want to try 25s, you can too.
I'm 20s for these.
Okay.
I know I'm a set 20. Oh, 22. Perfect. All right.
So we're gonna start with just come up, and you're kind of gonna push it
Ooh.
a little more in. Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shoulder down kind of
Yeah.
energy.
But no, I've been working out for probably 8 years.
8 years.
Seriously,
Okay.
I would say.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay.
How old are you?
27. So we're same.
perfect.
Were you like a high school athlete or?
I shot billiards. That was my sport.
Really?
Yeah, that was my sport.
So no.
No, but I was into fitness. I was fit. I was doing P90X,
Okay.
stuff like that. But no, I did billiards, and I got really into it in college. What about you?
So I played football in high school, but then like ultimate frisbee intramural in college. For that.
Yeah.
So very amateur.
Yeah.
And then my brother. Are we switching the other?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go like this.
Yep.
And hit the side delts.
Okay.
Yep.
So my brother started doing American Ninja Warrior.
Okay.
So he got jacked, and I was like, okay, I can't have my younger brother jacked and me not. So probably about 2 years ago, I got really into daily workouts.
Okay. I hit shoulders this morning.
Oh, I'm tapped. Oof. Yeah, so nothing crazy. I'm almost to the point where I'm like beach body, take my shirt off energy.
Almost. Yeah.
But that's it.
Okay.
So
So, all right. So what do you do? Because I see the apologetics work
Okay.
online.
yeah.
Is that a full-time thing?
No, that's just what I do for fun. So my actual job, I do communications for a group of women religious.
Oh.
So that's my day job.
So you get the whole social media like content.
Social, web, everything like that. But the apologetics and everything, it's just, I've been doing apologetics since high school.
Yeah.
And I just got back into it.
Okay.
I'm just aggressively homeschooled.
Okay. So you knew what was going on with the
Exactly.
faith when you were young.
Yeah, exactly. Baltimore Catechism memorized sort of energy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Babe, do my arms look big?
Your arms look huge. I feel tiny.
So this is really good because
My skinny legs.
he's got good calves, Rachel. How dare you?
That was football. It stuck with me.
All right.
I don't know how many of these I can do. I'm gonna pop to smaller weight.
Okay.
It's for good form.
Do you want to do? Well, hold on. We'll do it after the set.
Yeah. I'm capped. I don't have it. And you already did it today. I see it.
15, baby.
Okay, I see it. I see it.
So,
So,
do you want to do
yeah.
apologetics full time, or do you like the religious stuff?
So that's the thing. On the side, I run the fastest growing youth ministry tool in the world.
Well, what?
I run the fastest growing youth ministry tool in the world for parishes.
Really?
So that's my side gig. So we're waiting until that grows up and God's like, that's your full-time focus now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the Instagram stuff is just for fun?
It's for like creating a B2C market. So then I'll have like my B2B parish stuff and then I'll have
Yeah.
like stuff to connect with normal people.
What are you gonna sell to the B2C?
Not sure yet. I got some ideas.
Sell a course or something?
So that's my theory. Because like, I want to kind of do what you're doing.
Yeah.
Replicating the idea of, well, actually, let me ask you this. Like, because I was like I was just binging your stuff earlier, trying to figure out like, what questions do I want to ask you? And you seem like very intent on like, guys, man up. Like, it's weak. Like, it feels personal to you.
Yeah. Well,
why is it personal?
I don't know if it's personal. When I hear about people's problems, it's usually a lack of self-development. It's like, that's where so many problems are stemming from. The dating crisis in the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
It's because women are finding man-childs. Like, the men are just simply not self-developed. And it's hard to self-develop.
Yeah.
Here's what I found. The church has something really unique, which is it opens its arms to everyone.
Everything.
Which means people can find community and find acceptance without requiring a higher standard.
Absolutely.
So the most obscure, socially ostracized, socially awkward people can find haven in the church and not have to self-develop. So it's obviously a very good thing. We love everyone, but they're not pushed to be their best selves. And so you end up with people, like I get DMs from Catholic women all the time, like showing me screenshots of Catholic Match.
Oh,
and
no.
it's like the first message is like, how many
What's
children?
your theology of the body? How many children you want?
And so it's like, that. I feel like that's the secret to evangelizing is like being on top of your game, I think.
So you just cringe so hard, you're like, guys.
Oh, dude.
I don't want to cringe anymore. It's selfish.
Yeah. Let me do a set.
Yeah, go for it. I'm going to do one with 12s. I'm not going to be weak. He says with 12s.
She wants your face.
My face? Hello.
See that, Michaela? See that?
So the real question, the better question, how'd you come up with your name? Because Based and Built is the greatest name of all time.
Thank you. I thought it was so good.
I have people who I'll like send their content and they're like, I don't know, he seems a little, and I'm like, his company's called Based and Built, and they're like, that's actually sick. I'm gonna DM him.
Dude, I think it's so fun. I was Googling it. So I worked at a law firm before all this.
Yeah.
And I was doing law school and stuff, and me and my buddy who was Catholic were like thinking of names. We're like, it'd be fun if you created like a self-development, like male community for Catholics. And I was like, what about Based and Built?
That's so good. That's so clever.
I know. So it's not personal. I just try to be I'm passionate about it.
Gotcha.
I'm very passionate.
So you aren't like a closet incel yourself or anything?
I'm not a closet incel, no. No.
Just confirm.
But I did go through a period.
Of course, we all did.
We all went through the
yeah. No one should watch my old YouTube stuff. I'm right there.
Me either. Yeah, I'll kind of explain that story because I feel like I was an incel for some time.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
See, one pump and I'm looking puffier already. Okay.
And this really hits like side delts, so you get that like
I'm feeling
that look where it's like out. But anyway, yeah, so I went through a period where I was like, so I was kind of out of shape. I didn't have a girlfriend. I was going to law school because it would make my parents happy.
Yep.
I really wasn't doing anything I wanted.
And you weren't Catholic either.
I was Catholic. This is when I was I converted.
Oh, gotcha.
But I like kind of hated my life. And so what I ended up doing was like wearing the Catholic faith as a mask. And I would just like obsess over theology and Pints of Aquinas and Godsplaining and Bishop Barron. And just like, it's all I talked about. I was obsessive. Like a rad trap, but in a bad way.
Was it like an identity thing? You're like, I can just find myself in this.
Exactly.
Wow.
But the honest truth is if I looked in the mirror, it's like, I'm not working out.
Yep.
I'm telling myself I'll do things and I'm not. I wasn't going after my dream. I was just being kind of a bitch. So
understandable.
I had to like, that's the real. Sorry if I said the
No, I don't care. All right, what's next?
So next, we're gonna do curls.
Oh, okay, there we go.
And then we're gonna superset with hammer curls.
Okay, all right.
So I'm gonna do 30s.
Of course you are. Yeah, no, I was very much in that same phase of life as well.
Yeah.
For a long time. And then I think that's why God stopped me from doing content, because I was doing content for like 6-7 years.
Yeah.
Back when like Catholic YouTuber was the big thing. And then God was like, you need to stop, like right before COVID. And I was like, why, God? And now I look back and I'm like, oh, that's why, God.
And why?
Just I wasn't in the right position. Like I was very much one of those. I wasn't a rad trad. I've never been a traditionalist. Rad trads kind of make me cringe even now, even then. Oof. I'm gonna hold. And I was just angry. I was just like, there's a right way to do things and a wrong way to do things.
Yeah.
And
I'm doing it the right way. Everybody else is wrong. And that's not the right attitude. Like, I was very dualistic. I was very scrupulous. Like, I was just not right. And then finally, God was like, we're going to give you some, like, life experience. We're going to, like, let life smack you around and mold you into a better person.
Okay.
And that's why I started last year.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's like...
And you do mostly apologetics, right?
Mostly apologetics. My focus is what I call practical sainthood. So I don't want it to be like, learn the knowledge. It's like, how are you actually going to apply this in your life? Because it's pointless otherwise.
I agree.
So my whole thing is just practical
Good.
sainthood.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm obviously probably seeing a lot of my content where I'm like, don't obsess over the theology.
Yeah.
Make it, like, be a better man.
We put one out saying the exact same thing on the same day, and I was like, oh man, this guy.
Did we really?
Yeah, we did. It was great. It was the exact same message, just from different angles.
Yeah. All right, so now we want to do the hammer curls.
Copy that. So yeah, same thing. I feel like we're focused a lot on the same things, but just from different angles.
Good. Yeah.
Which is, I mean, I think that I'm trying to focus more on evangelization than apologetics.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I think that what we really need is people not knowing the faith, but like living it. That's it.
Yes.
That's it. And then boom, congratulations, the world's changed because people are actually faithful.
I agree.
It's almost too easy.
Well, I mean, most guys that join the program, they're like, yeah, it's fitness, but they don't like themselves.
Nope.
They are broke. They don't want to be broke. They can't find a woman. Most of them do go to mass and pray every day. It's not bad. And people are always like, when they hate on my content, they'll be like, it's just about loving God and stuff. And it's like, yeah.
That's
but
great.
How do we live it? Like, they're failing at these things.
The activation point.
That's why I very much, like, you'll notice I stay in my lane. Like, I don't talk theology. It's like, how do we fix the boys?
Yeah. Strong boys.
Strong boys.
Strong church.
Yes.
That's the energy.
I definitely get a lot of hate, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Hold on. What? Putting these down. Why?
I don't know. There's some videos that get a ton of hate. Like, have you seen the one where I'm like, if someone knows you're Catholic within an hour of talking to you?
Yeah, I love that one. I reposted it.
Yeah. People get...
Why?
Because they would say, like, they should know within the first 5 seconds, like the weirdos.
I understand where they're coming from, but also...
I know. It's just about... I think what the biggest thing Catholic men are missing is what I call social attractiveness.
Elaborate.
So not physical attractiveness, like handsome Squidward from the SpongeBob.
Of course.
Social attractiveness. You can chat to anyone about anything. Your tone of voice is good. You're witty. You're funny. You're charismatic. People feel comfortable being around you. You brighten up rooms when you walk in.
That is what a lot of...
But if you take like a rad trad from the TLM and you plop him in like a gala, he's not going to... The average one is not going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
They're almost missing social attractiveness. There's a massive issue in my opinion.
Do you think it's on the other side of the spirituality spectrum as well? Like, we have the rad trads, but what about the hyper-charismatics?
Yeah,
Do you not see them as much, or...?
I don't know. That's okay, like if you're super charismatic.
Yeah, I just mean in terms of like the social attraction sort of thing.
Oh, I know. I think it's skewed more so that the more Catholic you are, by and large, there seems to be an issue with them lacking social attractiveness. Not everyone, of course. Like, we're okay.
Of course, yeah.
But,
oh, thank goodness.
Yeah. But I see it. If you go to a young adult community, there's a good chance like there's some of that.
Oh, no, always.
That's
every time. Yeah. And all young adult communities are is dating.
I know, and
it's
they're
just
weird
a
about
group.
it. They'll go up to you and be like, hi. Like, do you want to get married? Bro, pause.
Homie, that's not the play.
No. And I think it's similar to anime or video gaming. Like, I think you can dive into a rabbit hole of any area that has a lot of deep knowledge and make it your personality. You see it, right? Like, you see what I'm talking about. I know this because I was there. Like, I was the weird guy.
I was there too.
That's kind of my message is like, the mask falls off when you just really look in the mirror and you say, all right, what am I really lying to myself about?
Yeah, what do you think you're trying to do?
Yeah.
100%. I think it's all just identity.
Yeah, definitely. People are just scared to kind of be themselves. Like, it's way more comfortable to just like talk to your friends about theology than it is to be like, hey man, I've been obese for like 10 years. I gotta figure this out. Well, let's just finish up with hammer curls. It'll be good.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down to 20. No, yeah, I think that there's a problem in the church right now that we have, where like we become so obsessive with all of the knowledge that we're like, okay, yay, but look, I know all these things, so I'm superior. And it's like, God, no.
Because you got to think, like, our great-grandmas 100 years ago didn't know anything about the church. And they went to heaven because they're grandmas.
Yeah.
Grandmas go to heaven.
Of course, grandmas go to heaven.
But...
And they're holier than probably a lot of us because they were living it.
Right. Exactly.
It's gnarly.
So just because it's the age of transparency doesn't mean info makes you more holy.
Ooh, bet.
Clip that.
Yeah, I was about to say, whoa. Joe, will I be based and built after this workout?
Just the one workout. That's all it takes.
Wow. Is that like one saved, always saved for the gym? Like
What?
one workout, muscle work forever?
Yeah. You just gotta take the special juice I have in the black room.
What's the supplements, Joe? I knew there was a supplement plan. I knew it. There's always a supplement plan with an influencer.
That's right. Dude, so so it's cool that you want to sell something. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I want to do.
You can make so much money for Instagram.
Oh yeah, don't say that too loud. I think you're very much like Alex Hormozy energy in terms of like your story and like your energy and what you want to do. I'm same way. Like $100 million leads last or
it's a great book.
Like, when I and this kind of goes actually to what we're saying. When I read, or actually when I saw in the video his idea of like rule of 100, of like just email 100 people a day. Yeah. And then I started doing that. That's when everything started exploding for me. Yeah. And so I think it's the same thing.
Can I ask? You said don't say that too loud, or do you not want to make a lot of money?
No, I want to make a ton of money because how else can you like change anything? Yeah, as my wife like nods furiously.
Well,
like,
I mean,
I want to make a ton of money.
I talk to Capuchins like every day. They talk about poverty. I called one on the way. Like, he understands my vision. Like, if you want to do big things, you gotta have a lot of money. No money, no mission.
Nope.
Like, I'm very happy the Catholic Church has 60 billion in net assets. Like, I wish they had 100.
Do you see that video how much the Catholic Church gave away last year in charity? 180 billion.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's like, holy crap.
And you can't do that if you don't bring it in.
No, you can't. And so that's the thing but I'm also very much as I'm sure you are too, free market.
Yeah.
Let your product stand for itself. If it's good, people will buy it. I'm the same way. So it's like, let's make something that actually helps people. What are we doing?
We're gonna go here.
But
we're gonna sit.
Oh, preachers? Yeah. Okay. All right.
We'll probably just do 20 pounds.
We'll go 17. Let's see what we can do. You go first. Yeah, no, I want to make a ton. My theory is I want to focus my energy on how do I help someone build their plan of sainthood and align their life with God's plan. Yeah. Like that's where I feel called to focusing it. And I love how like your energy and what you're doing is all through let's make you a well-formed some person whose identity is truly in Christ. Yeah. Through working out. Like that's the medium. Yeah. Yeah, mine is the same thing. It's just like personal development side.
Right. It's not, I'm not even that. You'll notice my content, I don't have much about fitness.
No, you don't. Which I need more of, because like, I need some more good work.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I think that's what we need to do more of.
But
get
it's
more
like,
people doing stuff.
It's more like your habits. Like, all right, are you spending 2 hours a day watching Pines of the Aquinas?
Yep.
Is that what your
What does that do for you? There it is. There it is. I saw the final pop, like the extra. All right. I don't know if I'm not as tall as you. I don't think I can go down that far.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so actually, here's a great question. You're writing a book. I'm writing a book.
Yeah.
What's your book about?
It's called, I don't want to give the title.
Don't give the title. Don't give the title.
It's about habits for Catholic men.
Okay. It's just atomic habits with a rosary?
Kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
It's going to blow up.
What's the log line?
What?
What's the log line? Like, what's the main point?
It's like a tag.
Oh, I think it would be that I've had a really unique experience in life, which is I've talked to hundreds and hundreds of Catholic men about their problems. I don't think many people have done that in the world.
True.
And I know what the modern Catholic man is struggling with. And it's actually not going to Mass every Sunday. He can do it.
That's easy.
It's that they don't like themselves. And so the way to like yourself is by doing daily disciplines every day that you say you're going to do. And that gives you confidence.
You're very Capuchin inspired.
Yeah, I guess. But confidence, all confidence is just a reasonableness that you're going to do what you say you're going to do.
I like that.
Like,
I really like that.
I have a confidence I'm going to get up before 5 a.m. tomorrow because I've freaking done it for a year. That's what true confidence is. And then you shed any masks you're wearing, whether it's Catholicism or video games or whatever. And you
Fitness
can just
even.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you can just be you. So
it almost sounds. I mean, I love that we're literally saying the exact same thing with different words. It's so simple. It's almost too simple.
And but if you're lying to yourself, if you're saying you're doing habits and you're not doing
then
them,
it's false.
You won't like yourself.
Yep. How can you? Why would you like yourself if you're a liar?
And that's when you put on the rad trad mask or the Catholic mask. Not saying every rad trad is like that.
No, I know some rad trads who are. Well, I know some traditionalists who are cool. Come on. There we go.
All right, I'm gonna do half reps.
Do it. See, now I have to do it too. What do you think is the actual? Do you think that's the biggest problem facing the church right now? Is weak men?
Yeah. Just like men afraid to go after and chase their dream. I mean, dude. 80%.
Be real.
80% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. 80% are overweight. 40% are obese. And I think only 15% have more than 10K in their savings account.
Yep.
The virtues of Catholicism, temperance, fortitude, so really courage and discipline, will get you everything you want in this world, material-wise. We should have more. The money should be in the hands of Catholics. The power should be in the hands of Catholics, in my opinion.
Catholic monarchy? Is that the energy?
Yeah. Like, I want us to win. And if you are, like, how do you make a successful business? Rule of 100.
Yep.
A disciplined 100 DMs.
Put it in.
Yeah. That's what we did.
And then do what you say you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Because if you do that, no one's gonna, be pissed off at you.
I agree.
Because you said, I'm gonna do this thing, and then you do it. They're like, well, hey, congratulations, I wanna give you more money.
Right.
It's that easy.
Like, yeah, just pray every day. You don't have to talk about it. It's a check. You do it every day. So.
Yeah, the work works on you more than you work on it. Like, that's one of the most powerful sayings I've heard.
Yeah. It's good.
Hormozy again. Like, I'm an apostle. Jesus and Alex Hormozy. Those are my two guys.
Dude, they
Not
are.
to say Alex Hormozy is Jesus. I want to clarify real quick.
Canceled.
Canceled. Very hard canceled. I'm disinvited. I'm not allowed to conferences anymore. I had to admit, people kept asking me to respond. I'm just gonna date the video, but I don't care. To what's her name? Religious hippie, Amber.
Yeah.
She did that video being like, "Hey guys, don't be man children." And I was like, "That's a great video." But then I had like 50 people DM it to me and was like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And I'm like, "Okay, look. Yes, I watch anime. I'm not a man child. I think she's right. Like, you shouldn't make your whole identity into I like Stanley Cups. I like Disneyland.
Right.
You can have fun. You can enjoy life, but your identity shouldn't be any one thing. Your identity is the completeness of who you are." I don't know. I feel like people are just getting mad for no reason. Well, they're mad because they're getting called out.
I've never met a hater doing better than me.
I don't think you can.
You can only punch out.
Yep. I mean, you can punch. Well,
I've never met someone punch down.
no, it's true, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. It's a really good point.
Every hater is the same. They don't have a profile picture. They have a weird user handle, and they say weird things.
Actually, yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the same in real life, too. Like,
Yeah.
you meet people in real life, they don't have a profile picture. They don't, in life, they don't have a face. They don't have a name. They're just existing and reacting.
NPCs.
That's something. I'm a real hot taker. This is actually like a cancelable thing.
We're dealing with NPCs.
Do what?
Do you believe solipsism? They're all NPCs?
Yeah. I think too many people in the Catholic circle are NPCs.
Totally.
Not just like normal people. We've hit on the weak bitch man enough, but there are too many Catholics who are like, look, I'm just gonna react to everyone else, and I'm just gonna bash them down. It's like, dude, what if you took that energy and you built something? Like, if you built something, congratulations, you're winning. Like, you're actually changing culture because you're building instead of just saying, I don't like this thing. You're saying, look, here's a better alternative, and people will always go with a better alternative. It's almost it's almost too easy. Where's my water?
One thing I've noticed is, by now I've had over 300 Catholic men as clients.
300?
Yeah.
And how long?
2.5 years.
That's insane.
I know. So
I understand the book now.
the guys who join that are the most obsessive about the faith.
Yep.
The priests aren't obsessive. They're kind of like grounded in it.
Yeah. They have to be.
You know the
it's
difference?
It's the sacramental grace. It really is.
Yeah. Because I have priest clients. They're not like, that's the word I'd use, obsessive. They're like just in it. Big difference, right?
100%.
The guys that are most obsessive about the faith are the ones that require the most coaching. And what I notice, because it's like they're so not themselves, they're like obsessed about the faith. But priests are the best clients because even though they're super pious, they're them. They're them. They're authentically them. And yeah, they live the faith every day, but it's not like their personality. I get to talk to them. if that makes sense.
Yeah, and you're almost speaking to like God through them.
Yeah.
Like that's so that actually I've had 3 moments in my life where I've actually met someone and I've gone, whoa, they will be a saint one day. Like physically, they walk into a room and you're like, Holy Spirit smacks you in the face sort of energy.
Yeah.
So one was JP2.
Oh, you met JP2?
I lived in Germany for most of my childhood. My dad was military.
Wow.
So we were at JP2's last celebrated Easter Mass, so a year and a week before he died.
Wow.
I was like 10 feet away from him. I picked him as my confirmation saint because even just driving by in the Pope Mobile, you could feel something radiating off of him. Like I'm saying it now and I'm literally getting goosebumps. Also, the gym is cold, so that's probably why. But you feel that energy of genuine God just radiating off of that man.
Yeah.
And the other one was Cardinal Burke. That man walked into a room. Yeah. That man walked into a room and I went, oh,
really?
This is a saint. Like you can physically, and I'm not a woo-woo Catholic. I'm very much like practical, grounded sort of stuff. I'm not a spiritualist, nothing like that. But when I felt that, I went, something's here. Something is here. And they are normal people. They're grounded.
They're grounded. They're normal.
You can tell
with anyone.
what they're grounded in.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, man. I love that wording, grounded. That's perfect.
Grounded. Yeah. Yeah. I felt like a lot of people weren't talking about this.
There isn't. I think it's our generation.
I think I started talking about it because I was very like liberal. Like I was in a fraternity in college, partied all the time.
Okay.
I wanted just like gay people get married.
Yeah.
And then I converted to Catholicism and went pretty deep into it. But what I realized was like the inner circle, a lot of the inner circle guys were weird.
Yeah.
I didn't want to hang out with them. And I was like, wait a minute, they have these amazing values, but they're not socially there. Why is that? Where is the disconnect?
I think
and that's what started me on this path.
So what put you from billiards? What put you from like shooting billiards in high school to being like, nah, you know what? I'm going to change Catholic men through fitness.
Yeah.
That's a big.
I know.
I mean, big. Like that's a big shift.
Yeah. Well, so I went to college for engineering, electrical engineering. I did that. I know. I've jumped around. So.
What? So you did that, then you did law school.
Yes.
And then you dipped and you're like, bye.
Yes.
Okay, I respect it. It took me 3 colleges to get a degree, so.
Okay, you got it.
I'm right there with you. Yep.
So electrical engineering, partied, joined a fraternity, graduated, went to law school, started to become Catholic during that period.
Okay.
And then I went to Marquette.
Okay.
And Marquette, private Jesuit school.
Yep.
But they were kind of like liberal.
Yeah, very.
Yeah. First experience with Jesuits.
I love Jesuits. We love Jesuits.
Well, they didn't love me. So they hosted a pride night, and I didn't like that.
Excoriated them.
I tried to like go up to the highest rank I could. They didn't like that, and then
Joe, we're the same person.
We are. Then I dropped out because like I was starting to post content by then, and I just knew it's like I don't want to be here. So I dropped out. I started posting content on Instagram, just helping Catholic men. Like you need a niche.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's do Catholic men.
And where did fitness come in?
I was doing fitness shows, so like men's physique and men's.
Oh wow.
Yeah, in law school, and then I knew how to do fitness.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just teach that.
And you're like, everyone's doing it. How hard can it be? They're all making money.
They're all making money.
Yeah, fair enough. I respect it.
Yeah, that's a crazy time.
Dude, that's
Mom,
insane.
I know you don't know what Instagram is. I'm dropping out of law school, scholarships going to waste, but I'm gonna post videos on the internet.
And people will willingly give me money.
Over the internet. I've never met them.
That's crazy.
They were like, please go see a therapist.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so
what are we doing next?
Let's do tricep pull downs. So I like to just warm up with like 25.
Nice. Yep. At 42. Jeez. Okay, I see you. No, that was the same way with me with ministry. Like, I hated youth ministry in high school.
Yeah.
Hated it. It was the worst. And then I was going to school for theology because I was like, I'll be a youth minister. I'll transform from the inside. And then my younger sister's doing youth ministry and she hated it.
Really?
She didn't want to get confirmed.
And you've always been around the faith, like
I've
teaching.
always been faithful, man. I've never had, my conversion story is nothing. I have no conversion.
We're always kind of like, this is the path.
It's always been more of a, okay, God, how do I actually activate this? Because I know this stuff, but how do I roll? I was that incel kid, right? Like,
wow.
I was very much I'm fine, I got this sort of a deal. And then God was like, nah, man, I think we need to put this in the right direction. You have the right focus and the right energy. Oh, no. We just need to direct this correctly. So I've always been, let's have the faith, let's share it. I've always loved sharing the faith.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how to do it correctly. You know, I was doing it in a mindset of, I'm right, you're wrong, let me convince you, let me debate you. And now I look at myself and I'm like, that's the dumbest thing you could possibly do. No one cares if you're right.
Nope.
Everybody only cares about, like, what are you actually giving to them? What's the value you're giving?
Because they'll just dig their feet in.
Exactly. Which, honestly, good. Because you shouldn't be going into something that you don't believe in. Like, even Aquinas talks about it. Follow your conscience, you know? Like, that's what it should be about. As long as your conscience is properly formed, who cares? So yeah, I was doing that for youth ministry, and then I felt God calling me to do psychology. Studied psychology for a few years.
Oh, wow.
And then switched to business because God was like, I want you to start figuring out something with youth ministry.
Do you think you'll do a business or a nonprofit?
Always business. Nonprofits are money scams.
Really?
Yep.
I don't know much about nonprofits, but I like that.
I don't like nonprofits. Make money. Because then you win in the... If you have a nonprofit, you can always get money from donors, and then your customer is a donor feeling good, not a person actually changing their life.
Yeah. Also, you can make more of an impact with a business.
100%.
Word on Fire, one of the most successful nonprofits.
Incredible.
They're only doing 10 to 12 million,
Yeah.
which sounds like, oh my gosh, 10 to 12 million.
That's nothing in business.
Not in business.
That's payroll tax.
Exactly.
Good luck.
Imagine if it was a business. I mean, he can't, but imagine if it was, because he's a priest. But
Of course.
imagine if it was.
No, he'd be crushing. I mean, look at guys in the sphere that are like non-Catholic comparatively.
Yeah.
They're doing great for themselves off of 12.
Yeah.
And they have great ministries. Yeah. That's probably the move. Is more apostolates are going to start popping off. And we're just going to see more people who are wanting to just do the faith, just doing it well. Like, I really think that's the energy. That's the movement we're going for. I keep referring to it with my followers as the next golden age of sainthood. Like, that's what we're entering.
Yeah, just to be like, no, screw this. I'm not going down this rabbit hole of like working 9 to 5 at a woke company.
If we don't have to. And we're in the perfect time for it because the information age, technology, you can actually, and so my first job was as an early American historian at a museum. I'm weird, man.
Yeah.
I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
We can trace everything about right now, culture, technology, everything, feels exactly like Francis of Assisi.
Really?
Feels exactly like Saint Benedict. Feels exactly like Catherine of Siena. Oh, hello. I want to start making content about 2 things. How can you find and follow God's plan for your life? How can you recognize what he's actually calling you to and then respond to it? And then how do you actually share the faith? So the 2 terms that I've been using are practical sainthood and selling Jesus.
Selling Jesus?
Selling Jesus.
Yeah.
How do you share true sales?
How do you change beliefs?
Not even that. How do you show someone that what they are looking for can be found in the fullness of the truth?
Which is sales, yeah.
Exactly. True sales.
My most popular podcast episode was an episode called Religion is Like Sales.
Oh, yeah. That was like my 5th video, and people excoriated me for
Really?
it. They were pissed. They're like, no, that's not a good way to think about religion. I'm like, what did Jesus do? He walked in, he said, what's your need? They said, I need this. He served the need, and they followed him. Like, it's almost too simple. Why aren't we doing it like Jesus? Like, genuinely.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't want to be like Jesus. Okay, then.
Like, I think anytime you're dealing with like breaking beliefs and changing beliefs, it's sales.
It is. It sells. It sells.
I like your idea, man. That could blow up.
I love how the church is so energized by that energy. It's like, you want to take on the faith as your own and do your thing? Start an apostolate. Yeah. Go for it, 100%. You don't need permission. You can get blessing from a bishop. You can get connections with a priest, but you don't need approval from anyone. Is God telling you to do it? Go for it. It's so freeing. It's so refreshing.
Yeah, I agree.
Do your thing, you know?
Yeah.
It really is. What is God calling you to? Do that.
Most people actually, they don't really let themselves kind of listen to that.
No, I think we're scared of God.
Yeah.
And scared. I said this on a show with Desiree the other day. I'm kind of Catholic. I said, I think that we're scared of being intimate with God because it feels like a left-wing idea.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're like, no, I don't want to be intimate and love you. It's like, no, God wants to love you.
Yeah.
You need, like,
yeah.
Rest in his arms. Yeah. Like, it's not gay. It's okay. God loves you. Let him. So what were you before you converted?
No, I just weren't raised with religion.
Really?
There's
no
nothing.
Church, nothing?
Nothing.
Wow. I saw that video you posted a few days ago. You're like, I went to a mass and I couldn't get it out of my brain.
Yeah.
What was that?
You know, you never experience anything like that in your life. It's just very unique. If you've never been around religion, you've never seen anyone like, what's the word? Venerate?
Yeah.
Worship, like everyone pointing towards one thing. It's really unique in the secular world.
What was the thing for you where you were like, this is what's connecting with me? What was that thing where it was like, we're talking about sales. What was the thing that sold you?
Yeah.
Not to get like super personal.
Just like pure, authentic love. There's no BS. It's kind of like what Shia LaBeouf said in an interview. He's like, it doesn't feel like anyone's selling me anything like a car. Just pure,
it's here if you want
authentic
it.
love. It's here if you want it. There's no secrecy. It's just love. It's crazy to me, right? Because in the secular world, everyone's got something they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, even we're hawking something.
Yeah.
But it's like God just wants you to be better.
Yep.
I think that's the other thing for Catholic men. Like you're saying, I don't want you to be anything. I want you to be you, to the best of your ability. Like that is such an easy message.
Totally. A really unique experience. Like having hundreds of Catholic men as clients. Like I know exactly what the problems are.
Yeah.
You need to be you.
Is that the number one thing?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Because think of who gets triggered. Like if I were to say like, dude, stop obsessing over the faith, someone will get pissed.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, it's because I'm kind of attacking that mask. Just be you. I can tell that to a priest and he'll say, yeah, you shouldn't obsess.
Yeah.
Vocation directors, by the way, I talk to them a lot. They're super aware of this problem.
100%.
And they will not let people in if they're like that.
Good.
Yeah.
People got mad at Pope Francis because he said that the other day.
What do you say?
He was like, some men are focused too much on the past, and he kind of got a story for it because it sounded like he was bashing tradition. Fair, I understand, but nobody should listen to what the media says about the Pope anyways. Right. But it's like, yeah, if someone's obsessed about the clothes they're going to wear to be a priest, you probably shouldn't be a priest.
Right.
Just wear the clothes, who cares?
I know. When I finished the sec, did you go to 50?
50, copy.
And then 30.
Cool. Guys, he went away. Thank goodness, I'm dying. He did not ask me to rep him, but honestly, if this is what he does, I might need to become a client. This is insane. Actually, now that you mention it, every Catholic guy I know who's like the kind of guy we're describing, where they're actually on fire with their faith but not obsessed, they're actually changing culture and stuff, they all work out. Every single one of them that I know. Almost done?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. One more, we said here. I'm good if you are.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. We can be done.
Let's roll it there.
Yeah.
Appreciate the workout, brother. That was great.
Yes.